Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. Yeah, right on time, baby. The Nooners. I'm looking at the old timepiece here, the old Timex, and yep, looks like we're right on time, Nooners. Whenever we say the term Nooners, either in the St. James Street James books or in real life, obviously, it's a soft noon, Jabes. It's a very soft noon.
Yeah. We play fast and loose with the term noon, right?
We had to get up early yesterday for White House Press Secretary Dana Perino. She was on the show yesterday on Drinking Bros, and people were stunned in the comments on YouTube. They were like, what? What is this 10 a.m.? I've never seen this 10 a.m. before.
Right.
And it's like, well, sorry, you know?
Yeah, you'll show up on time for that, blonde. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she was
good. She
is the White House press secretary, Jesse.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you know what? You're right. I'll just go fuck myself.
What if you just walked off and just said you just fucked yourself?
I was gonna mess with the, anyways, the focus on my camera, but. Joke's over now.
Oh, go ahead. I'll tell you what. We'll throw it on a single on me, and we can get into this. If you want to fix it, go ahead. I don't care.
It may be my side or maybe your side. I don't know. Go ahead. Get into it.
Whoever knows during these Zooms. You know what I'm saying? Go to a single on me, boys.
We're there.
There we go. That way Jabes can fix her camera over there, and we'll see what's popping. We'll see what's on and popping. She can get behind the camera, too. Ladies can get behind the camera, too, okay? This is...
Especially in the girl scene.
Yeah. Didn't mean any of that, Georgia. Wasn't even near any of what you just said. Like, at all. I meant as a director, a lady DP can get back there and do things, too, okay?
Yes, she can.
One's going to win an Oscar this year. Giorgio, we're above that. That, I think she's Chinese, Zhao Baoping or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. What happened to you over there? Bob, you look shocked. Someone steal something from you?
Someone just disappeared my water.
Oh.
I was like, I just looked up, I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Bob, it is if somebody fucking killed your wife and unborn child right now. Like the look of shock on your face was just like... Holy shit, did somebody kill my wife and unborn child? Did I just get a text about that?
Dehydration's no joke. It's not a laughing matter.
Look, you're
if you're thirsty, Bob, it's too late.
Yeah.
Okay? Everyone knows that.
Craigers is in here. He says, what's up, my Nooners? What's up, body? The name of today's episode is the Real Life CSI. Real Life CSI today. We're going through a whole crime scene investigation, live on air with the people. One of our Nooners here, who's always on the YouTubes with us, is an actual car salesman. Is it AJ?
I think it's AJ.
Is it AJ? Is AJ here? If he's here,
AJ, where you at?
Yeah, hop on, brother. Hop on.
Jeep Men.
What about
Men 103?
What about Jeep Man 103? Jeep Man.
Yeah.
He's asking for a weekly schedule release to Patreon. I do as I feel. Sometimes I drop 2 a week. Sometimes I drop one. I have no idea what's going to happen. Sometimes you get bonus episodes. Sometimes you get the normal ones. I can't tell you how I'm feeling that day. Every time I come into work, I never know how I'm going to feel or what's going to happen. Hence this. Today was 420 today. I was prepared to smoke some weed live on air and do all of the things, which we might do later. Might find out. But we're not. We're not going to do that. Because I got locked into a real CSI today, Jabes. What is it with everybody? You're going through it as well.
Yeah.
The reason why I love you is we split up tasks in this life, and I want to say that we're pretty equal on things, like in our relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times do you get fucked over by people for prices, quotes, all that stuff for everything you do? Just the simplest things when I'm not around.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I talked about it before on this show. I need some kind of bitch training. I solicited a couple people. Tiffany was actually up to the challenge, but kind of doing like, we could do premium content with it, but basically teaching me how to be a bitch and not crumple into a ball afterwards. Because I have done it. I've done it.
Have
you know, put my foot down. Yeah. And I just like, I feel horrible after. I have to lay down for a whole day. I mean, it's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard work, but you have to do it sometimes. And I have to be pushed so far, whereas your trigger and fuse is a lot shorter. Mine is quite long, right?
Yeah.
So like you have to blatantly be fucking me over. For example, like putting in the wrong carpet in order for me to like be mad. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like you could take a long time. Like all these things where I like give you a chance. I give you a chance, give you a chance. And then when it's just sort of blatant and taking advantage, then I'm like
Ray Bokey.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, like Ray Bokey, right?
Right.
Right.
Where I was like so cool to that guy, even though he like wasn't going to show up on time, wasn't calling me back, wasn't, you know what I mean? Like the prices were all fucked. He gave you a price, me a price.
Yep.
Mine was way higher. All these things that I was just like, it's all right, man. You know, stuff happens, but that, you know what I mean? And it results in that.
Yeah, it does result in that. And Nathan Lott, no 420 live on air. Yes, we have another show today, so we will be live on air with that. Giorgio's challenged Dan in a weed smoke-off, so I think that's going to happen.
He has already started making excuses when I brought it up. Apparently something to do with his apartment and or moving. I think he's just scared.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to call him out for being scared.
I think that's real, actually. They ripped apart like his kitchen sink or something like that.
What does that have
mold.
to do with smoking weed?
I think he's got to go and move. I think he's moving, actually.
He can do that high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you? Can you move high?
Dan's not
He
moving.
can.
Dan's personally not
he
moving in.
can.
The bitch training course, I think, would be great, by the way. I would like to see that. I think that's what women need. I really do. I think women need that.
Some
Yeah,
Some have already gone through the training, as we know.
Some have already mastered it.
Yes.
But for me today, what happened was, it's my father's birthday. Obviously, I'm splitting time between places here trying to fix the house. Some people are working. Some people aren't, Jesse, and that'll be another fun call this afternoon. And because I'm gone, like he's got an older vehicle, he's retired, he's in Wilmington. It's like, hey, Pops, how about I get you a new ride for your birthday, you know? Because he's not one of those guys who wants a fucking Lambo or something like that. It was just like a Jeep Gladiator, one of those little pickup trucks, you know?
Yeah.
Lives by the beach, just wants to throw the beach chairs in the back, take the grandkids to the beach and all that other stuff. I go to the website for the thing. They had the exact car that he was looking for. I called and they said, down to the dealership. Why don't you come on down to the dealership? Come on in. And I go, oddly enough, I'm actually here. I'm outside. Long pause.
Sure.
Long pause. They said they had the car. Long pause. Oh, you are? And I go, yeah, it's raining. I got a couple kiddos in the car here. I was just going to pop out and look at it, just kind of peer inside the window. And if it's the same car, I'll just take it and we can fucking move on with our lives. I have your phone number. Can I have your phone number? And here's the beauty of what they do, these fucking shitbag car salesmen. I don't understand what it is. Is there a course or something that I am missing with car salesmen that you take, that you have to lie about every single fucking thing? This fucking car is probably $30K, all like, you know, the manufacturer's price on something like this. Like, I don't know what the fuck this is marked up to and all this other shit. But I have never met one like truly great, honest person. Actually, one. We have one friend, you and I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we don't know how she is to other people.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But look, you got to make your quota somehow, and then you can kind of whatever
Yeah.
help out the people you know. But
Yeah,
I would say that she's probably the most honest one I've met.
Yeah. So,
Again, AJ, where you at?
I don't
bro?
know. I don't know what happened to AJ. He's not here today. This was his day to shine. This was AJ's
Really
day to
was.
shine, and he's not.
You never
he's not
know,
here.
guys, when it's going to be your day. So might as well listen every time.
It's not here. So with that, she goes, "Can I have your number to call you back? Let me see where it's at." We live in a small town, small dealership. You know,
Sure.
there's only about 10 of those fucking things or whatever it is, and I was like, "Where did you put it? Was David Copperfield in town? Did he make it disappear? Did you guys take it down for his show, and then you're going to bring it back after he makes it disappear?" So she goes, I didn't catch. No, she goes, I don't. What was the spelling of your last name? She goes, I don't know that I know it. And I go, oh, because you never asked. You never asked my name. And she was like, but what was the spelling of it? And I was like, Patterson. Is there a more generic white man's name in America than that? You really can't fuck that up. You might throw one T in it instead of two. Can't really
You
fuck
might
that
throw
up.
a silent X.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then she goes, yeah, and how do I spell your first? Oh, Ross? So it's PH, and that's silent, and then ROSS.
Sure.
But, obviously it's just pronounced Ross, so you don't have to write the PH. How the fuck do you think Ross is spelled? I go like Betsy, Perot, or Diana. Pretty goddamn simple. It's Ross. She didn't ask my fucking name at all. And again, I'm in the car with my children, so I was polite about it, and I thought, all right, cool. I get a call. She goes, I'm gonna run this by one of my specialists here, and I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back. Specialist calls me back. This fucking dude named AJ.
Ooh, a specialist in what?
Yeah,
In
exactly.
what?
In what? And I talked to him. And I go, hey man, just trying to get this car for my dad, whatever. He's gonna trade in his, and I'll make up the difference, and we can fucking figure it out, right? No big deal. Homegirl said that she was looking for the car, and he goes, yeah, we got another lots. And I was like, huh? Do you?
Oh.
Never heard
Can
of
I
it.
look there?
Yeah, I was like, where is it? And he goes, it's over on markets, and it's a weird one, man. And I go, oh, great. Don't really have time for all this conversation today, but do you have the car? Just a simple yes or no, because this happened to me over the holidays here when we were buying that pickup truck for work for the tax write-off for the company.
Yeah.
Every single dealership I went to didn't have the actual car.
Yeah, but did they say they had it?
Yes. And they said that
okay.
each and every single dealership said they had it. And finally, I went nuclear in the last one and just said, dude, like, you don't have this goddamn thing. And why the lies? Like, why are you not being...
Because, AJ can probably tell me better, but I think the name of the game, there are some classes that you can go to. The name of the game is get them on the lot at all cost.
Yeah.
Get them on the lot, face to face, at all costs.
I'll tell you what.
Is that right, AJ? He's in here.
Maybe. Yeah, he's in here.
They'll say they have it
He's in
because
here.
the person gets paid to have you walk in the door.
AJ Gamble, hit me up, buddy. I'll put you on air too if you want to tell me the real story about this shit. So
So he says that they get paid to have people walk in the door.
Oh, they get paid to have
That's
people
it.
walk in the door.
Walk in the door.
Great. AJ, you're going to be...
Which is what I figured. That's what I figured. Why else would you lie about it?
Yeah. AJ, you're going to be my crime dog today, dude. It's going to be me and you today. Trying to figure this out. It's a real life CSI. Trying to figure this out. Okay? So I go, are you positive that you have this vehicle? Yes, sir. Came off the truck yesterday. I watched it myself. What the fuck was this guy's name? AJ Gambayo. It's a terrible name where you're just like...
Spelled Gamble.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That sounds weirdly close.
I know, it's
to
the
AJ
weird
Gamble.
thing. AJ is in the chat column. We will call AJ here.
Do you have his number?
No. Craigers, text me his number if you have it to me. And we'll pop him on for this. Real life CSI, I've got to figure this out today. Here we go. What the fuck is this guy's name? Yeah. There it is. Oh, Lloyd Burke just texted me. All right, great. So we have AJ Gamble's number. Now, this AJ Gambayo guy over at the other place.
Too weird.
I know.
It's too weird.
I know.
I can't.
Just, and it's, the whole fucking thing is so odd, dude. So he goes, look, I watched this car come off the truck. Saw it myself with my own two eyes. It's great. Just have your father come in. We'll evaluate his trade, and then we'll give you the number. And great. And I was like, awesome, man. Just do that. I called my dad and said, hey, I want to do something for your birthday, but I kind of have to spoil the surprise because you're gonna have to trade in your vehicle and blah blah blah, right? He goes, he's shocked, happy, 68 years old. And I go, he's just wants you to drive over to the dealership. Says you can drive it, look at it and all the stuff. And I go, just tell me if you like it. And if you do, congratulations. We'll just get it, right?
Yeah.
My dad goes over there and he calls me afterwards. And I said, hey, how did it go? And he goes, great. They're just kind of evaluating the trade. And I was like, awesome. Did you like the truck? Oh, the truck wasn't here. What? What do you mean the truck wasn't there?
He saw it come off onto the lot.
Saw it come off the lot. He saw it on
I'm watching it come off the truck right
now. Watch it come on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go, AJ? Where's the fucking car, brother? So he goes, yeah. He goes, he's gonna call me tomorrow with the trade, and then he's gonna get the other car from the. He said it's at the other dealership, and I go, all right, cool. Haven't gone when I went through over at Christmas. I go, awesome, Dad. I love you. I'll call you. I'll call you right back. Okay. Just gonna make a quick call over to AJ down there. Called him and I go, hey, motherfucker, did you just bait and switch a fucking 68-year-old man to come down to your dealership for a fucking car that you don't have? You saw it come off the truck 3 days ago. 3 fucking days ago is when you said it came off the truck. And a 68-year-old man is in there with a hearing aid, and he's just sitting in your fucking piss-ass dealership with no fucking car while you dick around. And I go, did you give him a number for the trade-in? You're shocked. No. And I go, great. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to find this fucking car, wherever it is at in the United States of America. You're going to fucking drive and go get it tomorrow because you bait and switched a 68-year-old man to come down to your fucking dealership for a car that you don't have, that you said you saw with your own goddamn eyes come off the truck, right? Magically, I get a call from the owner the next day. Sir, we've looked at the vehicle. They had to drive down to Spartanburg, South Carolina, wherever the fuck that is. I've never even heard of it, to go get this goddamn thing. Then they bring it up, and the owner calls me, and he says, hey, man, so the one that we got in, it's the same car. It's got an extra package on a tow hitch or whatever. He goes, now we're going to eat that cost for you. And I was like, yeah, you're going to eat that. All I want is the cost of the number on the websites. That's it. I don't fucking care. Just give me that and it's fine or whatever. Great, sir. Now I'm going to send you over to somebody else and they're going to send you an invoice. Got that invoice last night. Mm-hmm. About $2,000 higher, which is magically what the fucking tow package was that I didn't fucking ask for or anything else. And I go, hey man, just got that invoice. You want to go ahead and change this? Oh, sir, now the MSRP and the other fucking thing, and it's the wrong thing with the wrong. And I go, hey, bro, we'll never know because you don't have a car and it's an imaginary vehicle. I go, you could take a fucking court sketch artist and charcoal out a goddamn picture for me and write the number on it and say that's what you had there. That would have been just as good as what you actually had there because you didn't have the fucking vehicle there, right? So this guy calls me today and he's just like, I go, hey, just change the number on the fucking invoice. Like, you got it wrong. And he goes, no, I didn't. We did have that car and it was there. And I was like, great. You send me over that car and the VIN number of what it is, and I go, I'm going on air right now. So let's read it live on air and figure out if this car ever existed. Bob, do you have the VIN number?
Yeah.
Great. Does that car exist in this world?
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting it coming up as a Jeep Gladiator 2021. A lot of these websites are like ripoffs, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, don't pay to get the whole fucking thing. But
Sure.
yeah, I mean, it looks like it.
Where did it come from? Does it say what city?
That's what I'm having trouble finding without giving my credit card to some fucking website.
Sure.
CarMax or whatever, or Carfax?
Show me the
you have to?
Carfax. Show me the Carfax. So we'll pop in AJ Gamble here.
Yep.
To get him on board. Hammer the like button if you're watching on YouTube.
Giorgio, you're fun.
We got to know the answer to this. AJ's saying, can I get an invoice? Yes, you can. We'll just fucking put him on. How do I do that? Just pop on the old Bluetooth?
Yeah.
No shit. Look at the technology we have here.
Although it's not recognizing.
We'll find out. We'll pop on. AJ Gamble's he's our
Do you
go-to
have your
car salesman.
Bluetooth on?
Yeah, I have my Bluetooth on. What do we got over there? Yeah, we might be able to figure this out. If I could pay somebody to play that bass line, bam, 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 bam. What do we got, Giorgio? If you can't figure it out, I'll just call him through my fucking thing.
Bluetooth button's not working right now.
We're not there.
Hello.
AJ Gamble.
Ross Patterson.
What's up, dude?
What's happening, brother?
You are experts on car salesmen. I'm sure you are honest and forthright every single time, right?
Yeah, mostly. No, you have to be, otherwise people catch. This is exactly what happens if you're not. They can catch you in bullshit like this.
Yep.
You know, they have the car or they don't have the car. Oh, just come on in. You know, like you said, you always have like the one. Usually it's like a chick with a nice voice calls. It's like, hey, we have your 2017 Nissan Rogue here. When would you like to come in? And it could not be there. Most times, sometimes it's not there, but she gets paid just to get your ass in the door. And that's where all that bullshit starts.
All right, so that was Paige. Her name was Paige. This is Hendrick Jeep of Wilmington. They just got bought. Yeah, as in the race car guy.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, he has nothing to do with this deal.
No.
It's just his fucking name on this goddamn place. But it's Hendrick Jeep of Wilmington. And so, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So a girl got on the phone. Very pleasant voice. Reminded me of Lily from AT&T.
Yeah, ass, titties, and thighs, man.
Well, I couldn't see her, AJ. My kids were in the car, and I'm married. My wife's on screen right now, but, you know.
Hey, I agree.
Yeah, their voices are usually better than their bodies. Let's just say that, you know.
Their voices are usually better than their bodies. I would butt fuck somebody to get them on Bluetooth right now. AJ Gamble is dropping gold.
We can hear.
He's dropping gold.
We can hear him.
So after that, right, what typically happens with this? Like this guy didn't have the fucking car and all the other shits, right?
Right. So what they'll do next is he knew a salesman, right? The salesman's like, hey, you go from there. You don't even meet that person typically. What they call the BDC call, or Business Development Center, online bullshit. So that happens then is they'll send you to the salesman. Salesman's like, oh, they'll try to start you over and they'll get you to the closest thing possible. And, and sometimes you have to do that, sometimes you don't. But to me, this sounds like they knew they didn't have it. They knew it didn't come out. And so they were just going to try to put them on something they had in there and maybe cut them a better deal, or just charge you more money and get the one that you wanted, even though it's not the one that you wanted.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
So what do we have to do to get him down?
So here's what happened, AJ. Because here's where the story goes from here. I called him personally. I called him on exactly what I did. And then I told him what I did for a living. And I said, look, if we don't have this fucking car for my dad's birthday, I'm just going to go live on air. We're going to chat about it. And then in the next episode this afternoon, we'll just pop the number up live on screen. I have not. Jesse's with the kids in North Carolina, just being an awesome wife and mom. I have nothing to do, AJ, but do drugs and drink all day and talk live on air. So we can go on YouTube and just put the number up, kind of like one of those Dionne Warwick lines, right? Yeah. Like the hotline. So
your palm read,
yeah. So homeboy magically finds the car in Spartanburg, which I just said, and then they drive it up to the old fucking dealership, and now I get the invoice. The invoice isn't what he said. It was about $2,000 higher. Why did that happen?
So it was it's a Jeep, you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So like Jeeps and like GMs. They're mostly domestics. They'll have like a billion different fucking packages, like the XL 48 blowjob package, the whatever package that has this. So if you get package A, so let's say you wanted the short bed truck, right? Well, to get that, you have to get package C and D, but you can't just get that. So like a lot of times it's not like back in the day where you could just kind of pick what you wanted. Now they all come packaged together. So you can build online. The one you build online, right?
Yeah.
That may not even exist out there. So that $2,000, it was, like you said, the towing package or something like that. That's probably the only one that's in the area around there. But they just didn't want to tell you it was $2,000 more because they figured they can roll you over when you get in the dealership or on the phone.
Well, so here was their mistake, is they did tell me that, right? And they were like, sir, we're willing to eat the cost because of what happened. And, we're sorry about, your old man and everything else. I go, great. However, the MSRP on this invoice is different than the one that was on the website.
Right.
And now they're saying, no. If you would have came into the dealership, then, that would have been the exact car or whatever. And I go, problem is I did, and it wasn't there. And he goes, well, it was there, and it just sold. And it sold on April 9th. So let me ask you this. If I give you an invoice live on air, would you be able to look it up?
Yeah, I probably couldn't do it right this second, but I could definitely find out for the next show.
Great. How do I do this? How do I forward?
You can text it to me or something.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll tell you what. So I'll text it to you, and then if you're able to look it up. So what I said was this, because I talked to whoever the fuck the general manager is. Even let's see if that is a real person at all. Kev, as I called him on the last call, and I said, look, I go, why don't you shoot that over? We'll find the VIN number. And we'll see if you actually did have this car on your lot. Will you be able to tell me that it came from that lot?
Yeah. So on the invoice, it'll say like what dealership bought it, like paid for it originally.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll tell me where it came from, and anyway, and then if I can get a hold of my guy, our Jeep dealership, I can have him what they call, basically he can see when it was put in the service the first day, like when it was.
Oh my
registered.
God!
So
Yes,
that should be on there already. So.
This is what I'm talking about, brother. Some real life CSI shit here.
Some fucking Sherlock Holmes stuff going on right now, man.
Yeah. So I said, you send me that original invoice. You send me the VIN number of all that shit, and then I go, what day did you sell that car? If you had it, what day did you sell it? Now he said April 9th. Will you be able to tell what day that it sold?
Should be able to by now.
Oh.
If not, it would be like next week, but typically it's like 2 weeks. So yeah, that's stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this and then just text it to you. If you get the answer back and we're still on air, you call me. If not, we'll roll it into the next show and just have some fun today.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm glad I was able to be some kind of help here,
God, hey, AJ, you're always here in the chat, dude. You're a fucking nooner, dude. I love you.
Yeah, dude.
Okay?
All right. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, bye. We got it, baby. Put a single on Jabes. Throw a single on Jabes. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this over here. Look, and if you're asking why I have the iPhone instead of the flip phone, turns out
nobody's asking
for production quality. No, a lot of people are.
No,
it turns out for production quality.
No, nobody cares.
You're right.
We apologize to anyone that tuned in for a chill 420 episode, but this is also fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You like smoke weed and like go along the CSI rabbit hole with us if you want.
Here's the
thing. But
thing.
it's definitely not chill. It's definitely not chill, and we apologize for that.
No. Here's the real shit, dude. Everybody's doing a fucking high episode today. It's 420, everybody's smoking weed.
Yeah.
Like, no need for it. It's also Hitler's birthday. And this fucking guy who wrote this invoice is very goddamn close to him. So we're about to find out. Lloyd, who knows? If he lied like this for a 68-year-old man, who says he wouldn't go further than that, okay?
We talked about this last night on Softcore History. There's probably millions of Hitlers out there.
Yeah.
That
Tons.
just fate didn't put the road in front of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
And now the rubber's going to meet the road.
Yeah.
By the way, Softcore History is charting right now. You guys are in the iTunes charts this morning. Download Softcore History. Subscribe. It's Hot Bob and Fake Dan's podcast. It's great. So Lloyd Burke, I just texted it to you. Text it to AJ if you can, the PDF. That way I don't have to dig through the number and we can still keep chatting today. But once we see it, once we get this answer, baby, I could be going for hours today. How long does YouTube go live, Giorgio? 8 hours? You guys could leave. Just turn on the cameras and just leave.
I think you get 10.
You get 10?
I think you get 10.
I think you go 10.
You have no other shows today?
I don't think
we have
so.
one. We have Ryan Mickler.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Is that today? Great.
Yep.
Yeah, we can do that afterwards. For
I
sure.
think, is this just a plan for you're going to go 8 hours?
Yeah. And you guys can leave.
And I was going to say, let's see, you make us stay here, and then we start to hate the guy so much that we go to Carolina and murder him.
Yeah.
No, you guys can just
He's
turn on the
just
cameras and leave. You can just
He's
leave.
recruiting you guys for the hate campaign.
Yeah. For the hate campaign. Jay Fire, let's see that dump truck. Jaren's saying, fellas, it's my wife. I'm married. Only I get to see that beautiful dump truck ass of hers.
Yeah, I will show you. I will show you if I see you in person.
Yeah. You're going to a wedding this weekend, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah.
The Broettes got invited to a wedding, and location-wise, it worked out. Craig, we're gonna travel for you. Shut up.
Yep.
But it's down the street from me. Tiffany's gonna come, and we're gonna be there for a Broette on her wedding. And by the way, drink and hang out. Super nice wedding. We're like, are you sure you want us to come? So we'll be there.
Oof. Tell Tiffany to drink at least 3 days in advance so she can prep for that. She's terrible at drinking. Horrible at it. We all have those friends who are just horrible drinkers. She's one of them.
No, she just doesn't drink. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Do you remember the last time we drank with her at the office party in Wilmington?
Yeah, because she doesn't drink. She's not an alcoholic.
Threw
So
up
when you
all
do
over
drink-
it was just
What?
And yeah. She was in the bathroom for
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. That was another friend of ours he ran into the stop sign like a linebacker and then tried to rip it out of the ground. Same night.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun night.
Did he chip his tooth?
He chipped his tooth as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
blame all of the root beer floats.
Yeah, exactly. And he actually puked in the sink in the kitchen like a gentleman in front of everybody that was trying to hold their own fucking chunks down. So that was fun. Yeah.
Like I think the total count was 4 or 5 people threw up that night.
Yeah, like
it was
you
great.
can't judge on that, dude. Whatever.
we can and we
Quit
can't.
talking shit, bro, because we're gonna be looking hot and drinking at a wedding.
A lot of people are saying here, exactly. Yeah, I feel like I'm watching How to Catch a Predator. Ross has way more credibility than Hanson. Leroy Majors is saying, I'm glad you brought that up because he's
'Cause it's not
supposed
true.
to come on the show in 3 weeks on Drinking Bros. Oh,
Yeah, we're not gonna ruin that opportunity by talking shit about him. He's
I love
credible.
him. I fucking love him, dude. I'm so amped that you can't believe it. Like I am beyond amped to have Chris Hansen on the show. Holy shit! Like that's gonna be rad. Are you kidding me? Oh, I've always just wanted to do that
No,
and then hear him do
that's
that.
Keith Morrison.
Whatever, dude. Chris Hansen's coming on the show, and I'm going to give him that because Keith Morrison does it, and then he's going to give me something back, and he's going to say, hey, the only problem with him being on the show is Giorgio is actually still going to, you'll be here that day. I have a feeling there's not going to be a cutaway camera that day because the Predator's here.
Maybe.
He loves iced tea. He loves iced tea. Would you like some iced tea?
Maybe some pizza.
So AJ Gamble, Lloyd Burke just texted you that invoice, and then we'll get the answer to this. I told Homeboy I'd call him back this afternoon, and we'll see. We'll see where this car came from. Boy, if it didn't, holy shit. I mean, if we're able to really deconstruct a fucking crime through the podcast, fuck those other people that are just stitching shit together about, oh, fine, there's a missing woman in Arizona and it's crazy. And no, dude, we're doing this live on air. Real shit, real big boy shit. Because if this fucking thing didn't sell from that dealership on April 9th, oh, boy. Oh, we're going hard today, Jabes. We're in day 2 now of the deliberations, by the way, for the Derek Chauvin trial. Any predictions from you?
I'm saying manslaughter or hung jury.
Okay, what does manslaughter carry? Do you know what that carries?
4 years. 4 years.
If that's what it is.
Yeah.
If that's what it is, it'll burn. The city will burn.
Well, the next one is third, right? Third degree, and that is 12 years in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, yeah. Okay.
12 years. So he's looking at 12 years, 4 years, or, I mean, second degree, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's max of 40. I'm not sure. But I doubt they're going to do second degree murder.
Okay.
It will either be third or manslaughter or undecided. Heard some interviews, like the first interviews they did in the jury selection, and it's a mixed bag. Like, there's like 50-year-old white women, Karens, that, don't agree with Black Lives Matter. There's, black dudes that don't like policemen. There's like everything. So I don't think it's unheard of for these people to not be able to agree, right? The other thing is Maxine Waters, I think it was today or yesterday, the judge actually said that what she said may be grounds for an appeal. So he kind of laid that out already.
Sure.
So Maxine Waters?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's the opposite of huge fan of Maxine Waters? I did.
Sure, but do you hear what she said, right? And
yes. Yes.
So that's basically like threatening the jury because they're not sequestered, so they can see stuff like this and hear it.
Correct.
So basically it's threatening the jury with violence if they don't come up with a guilty verdict for second-degree murder. So the judge did say, I really want in politics or any anyone that holds any kind of office to stop talking about it. But he said what she said may be grounds for an appeal. We'll see. Could be grounds for throwing the case out. He just said that. So for him to kind of say that and throw that out, I don't know. So there's a couple different ways that it can go. I would be very, very surprised if it was second-degree murder. Very surprised.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What's strange is Maxine Waters, let's just take her for example, and the rest of the Democratic Party were, just so beside themselves about the insurrection and everything else. Oh my God, we're doing this. You're inciting violence now. What's going to happen to her? Are we canceling her social media? Does she still have a Twitter?
No.
Does she have a Twitter or anything? Or
yeah. She's fine. Like,
it's still up.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Why is that? If you're inciting violence, that's one thing on Twitter that you're not allowed to do, right?
No, I know. But she's on the winning side, so it doesn't really work like that.
Sure. So she's still got all her social media and everything's good to go with her?
Yeah.
And her
but
fucking wig?
I think it would be interesting. And could be a huge pivotal moment if what she said and what she was doing actually ruins this case, right? I think that would be pivotal. I think it would be interesting. And I think it would be just as bad as taking away your Twitter or whatever. If she becomes the face of the person that got Derek Chauvin off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It'd be great. And then obviously,
I don't think it's going to happen, but
the judge brought it up in court.
Yes.
So the judge brought it up in court.
I just said that.
No. This is what I'm saying for the audience. However, the jury was not in the courtroom at that time. So they didn't get to hear that. I think if they did, that would have made a massive impact. But they weren't there.
But it has nothing to do with this jury. So that would be the appellate court. So that would be the appeal process.
Sure. But if they didn't get to hear, like, because the judge came in and said what Maxine Waters said could possibly get this overturned in an appeal and blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
If the jury was just in the courtroom and could hear that, then they would go home and be like, well, what the fuck did she say? You know, like.
No, because they don't want, if someone didn't see it, the whole point of it is that they don't want the jury to be bullied, right? So if you're telling them that, maybe they saw it, maybe they didn't, right? That's what the judge was saying, right? Yeah. That's what the judge was saying. Like, if anyone saw this or if anyone heard that, that's basically bullying and threatening the jury.
Right.
So if you do that in front of them, you're doing it as well. Right?
Yes.
So they can't really do that. The only way to have that conversation is with them out of the room. So I'm glad that they had it.
Yep.
I'm glad that the judge even said that because he didn't have to, right? But he basically said it could result in acquittal or an appeal, right? This would be your total. He literally looked at him and said this would be your grounds for appeal, basically.
Sure.
So I don't know. And maybe they do give him second degree and then he gets to appeal it. I don't know, right? But the main thing is that it's going to be, if the jury's not sequestered, which they haven't been, it's going to be politically driven. And are you scared of people burning down? But, you know, George Floyd's family got $27 million, right? From the city of Minneapolis.
Sure. Yes, they did.
Right?
Not that you can put a price tag on a life, obviously, but
no, you can't. But you know, $500,000 of that is going to the city itself. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
you can't put a price on it, but that's huge. I mean, that's also a statement as well. If we're trying to make statements, right?
Sure. I can say
how much people matter.
Yeah.
There's never been a higher number awarded to a black person that has been murdered, right? Fucking it. Can you guys hear that?
A little bit. What is it? Smoke alarm? Yeah.
Yes.
A little chirp. Everybody loves those things. And then you could never find which one it is in your house.
Who has 9-volt batteries on hand?
Yeah. Hey, do you have that 9-volt? Do you have that sweet 9-volt that doesn't exist?
Do you have any extra 9 volts? Nope, you never do.
We got a quick update here, Jabes. I just got an email from them, and he sent me the shipping history right now. If he's watching, if Kevin Fox is watching right now, Kevin, this better be the right one, because I just forwarded that to AJ Gamble as well. So we'll run all this shit. And if you are, then you are. You know, you would be the only honest one out of the 5 people over there at Hendrick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, which that's got to be a fun name right now every single goddamn time in Wilmington. So we'll find out. But yeah, for me personally, being sequestered myself, Jabes, at the mercy of making sure people are working on the house. I'm at a fucking Holiday Inn. I found a new fun, flirty hotel across the. We don't have many hotels out by where we live. There was a new fun, flirty one.
No.
That Holiday Inn, and I was just flipping through the TV because I feel like besides being in the studio or there and just popping around the house, that like I haven't seen the outside world all that much, I guess, or maybe it's in my own mind. Who knows? Either way, if I'm that fucking bored, right? Like last night, I watched a terrible basketball game just because it was on and there was nothing else to do. It was actually the Philadelphia 76ers who will continuously disappoint you. Steph Curry is the real MVP in that game. But then I flipped over to the other channel and then I saw the judge talking about the George Floyd thing. You're going to tell me the jury isn't going back to the hotel and just flipping on the old TV and seeing what's going on?
So one thing about this that is always funny is when it's a huge trial like this, mm-hmm. They typically have to find people who are pretty fucking unplugged.
Good luck. Who's unplugged?
Right. There was an SNL skit about like the OJ, like the second OJ trial, and just like everyone knew who OJ. Like you couldn't get an impartial jury about OJ Simpson the second.
No.
But yeah, they typically find like just like people who just like don't own a fucking TV. They're like, well, there was a riot. So I heard the Target got beat up, or like it's. These people probably don't pay a ton of attention.
No. I think you're incorrect on this one. I think for the big trials now, everybody is looking for that book deal, that payday. They know what happens when it's overward. Now, they know what happens when you're on a jury on a big trial, because you can either say, "Hey, I want to tell people who I am." They give you the option after it's over of being. What do they call it? Named, or you can come out yourself and do the thing. And I've seen, what was the last big case? I saw all those jurors on like 60 Minutes.
I don't know, but it's kind of like being on The Bachelor, right? You just lie and say you're a virgin.
Well, you can, and then you're obviously gay. He was at a gay nightclub last night, enjoying his life, feeling fun and flirty.
I know, he sent me a DM.
Who? Colton. What if Colton did? But who was the last big jury? And then they went through the entire decision together and why they came up with that. Do you have it? Do you know?
George Zimmerman? I don't know.
I think you might be right. Yes, you were. It was Zimmerman for Trayvon Martin. Yes, yeah. You're correct on that one. And they all got together and came out and said, "This is why we did it," and blah blah blah. It was weird. And then there was a book or two written about them. You get something like this. You're going to be gone for a while, right? Like the OJ thing. Because I think the OJ trial exposed everyone to the nation of what jury duty is really like. And it's like, dude, you could be there for fucking ever at that point. For $20 a day, I don't know who can leave their job. I remember Don Cheadle getting called to jury duty and just went up. It was against like a cop that was on trial or something. And it was just like, they were like, "Hey, have you ever been roughed up by the police or whatever?" And he goes, "Yeah, man, I don't like the police." And they dismissed John Cheadle, and he was like, I'm out of there, right? With a trial this big, it's one of two ways. I think you know how big it is, you know the time that it's involved, and then you start thinking about yourself of like whether or not you can get a book deal or some interviews or get famous out of it. How do you do it? Or you're so scared that you lie and get off the fucking jury. I don't know who would want to be on this voluntarily. Because otherwise you could just go up there and say, "Dude, this guy's fucking guilty and fuck this shit."
Who wants to be on any jury?
Well, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Some people take it very, very seriously. God damn it. Who was it we had on our show it was a huge celebrity. And he goes, "Dude, my dream in life is to be a juror on a huge trial." And he got in there and somebody recognized him of how famous he was. And they were like, "Hey man, aren't you the guy from," and then they were like, "Get the fuck out of here. Like, you're done." God, who was that? I forgot. We've had so many guests on this goddamn show. He was amped about it, and I was like, "Dude, why?" And he goes, "It's my civic duty. I take a lot of pride in it." And he goes, I want to know whether or not what you see on TV is real or fake and what it's really like." And I was like, "Oh, well, all right, I guess." So the weird one for me was Winona Ryder. When she went on trial for stealing that shit at that store, there was a producer ended up on that jury, and they still found her guilty. Talk about a terrible lawyer from that guy. Know a little bit about that, Jabes. But AJ Gamble, we sent you the history of it. So they just fucking emailed me the car history of it. So now you can run that as well. And then we'll find out what happens here. In the meantime, we got some sponsors, Jabes, to put this whole shit wagon to be on the air. First and foremost, ghostbed.com/drinking bros. 30% off everything in the entire store. 30. What's up? 30, Jabes.
What? I'm a mess.
You're fine. 30% off everything in the entire
guys.
store. Everything in the entire store. 40% off the adjustable base right now. And we're doing it. Weston Muster's asking me off topic, did you check out my boy Tom McDonald? What is with the Tom McDonald? Yeah, I've been hit up a million times. I did. If he wants to come on the show and you're friends with him, for sure, just hit me up. DM me at STJames on Instagram. I'll answer that. In the meantime, though, if you're on Instagram and you buy a ghost bed, shit, you can tag yourself in that and tag the show, tag Ghost Bed, and just say, "Hey, I love my Ghost Bed, and it was an amazing experience." And they're going to send you 2 free pillows on there, and the pillows are just as great as the damn mattress. I love it. Sleep's so good, it's scary.
You need them all together.
Yes, the sheets are amazing.
You need them all together, and I think the 40% off is the bundle, right? So if you get a mattress get an adjustable base, tag it,
Yep.
get the 2 free
Yep,
pillows,
yep.
and you'll have everything that you need.
Yeah. So it'll be rad. It'll be rad. I can promise you it's a great experience. 36-month pay-as-you-go program, no interest there, and you can couple that together with those deals, and then you're good to go. Next up is why not?
Babel. Babel.
Go. Put it on her. Put it on Japes. Go. This is your time to shine.
Babel. ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say marijuana?
Baño.
Baño. Oh, ¿cómo se dice baño? Ross Patterson. ¿Dónde está the baño? El baño. Anyways, I need to learn Spanish because I need some kind of backup for my claims of being Spanish, Mexican my whole life. So I think it would kind of help my case if I knew how to speak Spanish. And remember when Ross said he was fluent, used to be fluent? Not a thing. It's not a thing. He needs to go to babbel.com, take some 15-minute lessons. They're very conversational. They actually go off things that you would actually need to know in a conversation, or if you're traveling or anything like this. Babbel's designed their courses with practical, real-world conversations in mind, things that you'll use in everyday life. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Oh, maybe I should learn French since I'm going to be taken to Paris at some point, someday. I'll probably never go.
Yeah.
Ross always taunts me and just says, it's summer in Paris. You really must go.
Well,
But I'm never going to be able to go. But right now,
Biden's not going to let us, Japes. Biden's not going to let you go. So it wouldn't matter
Why?
anyways. They shut off 80% of the airlines yesterday and all that shit to overseas. So you couldn't go anyways. I love you though.
Well, I can't go right now, but I can go next year maybe.
Who knows?
You just never want to take me. If I become fluent, here's the deal. If I become fluent in French from Babbel, which can happen very easily, will you take me?
That's French.
Yes?
That's French for yes, Jesse. Come on, man.
Okay, I have a lot to learn. Right now, when you purchase the purchase of 3-month Babbel subscription, you'll get an additional 3 months for free. That's 6 months for the price of 3. Just go to babbel.com and use promo code Nooners. This is for you guys. That's BABBEL.com. Code Nooners for an extra 3 months for free. I could be fluent, Babbel, language for life. I could be fluent in French, I think, in 3 months. I
think so.
get this whole thing. I get this whole thing for free, you guys.
There's only one phrase you need to know in French.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Je suis séropositif.
I'm
What?
HIV positive.
Yes, I'm HIV positive. That's all you need to know.
Gotcha. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Fun. Isn't that fun?
That's how you introduce yourself.
That's it. It is.
I'm sure Babbel would have taught me that, though.
Yeah, they
In
would.
the first 15 minutes, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's, I mean,
yeah.
just it helps you with simple phrases, you know. Next up, oh shit, dude, it's today the day for this.
Today's the day.
Dr. Squatch, bro.
Yes.
Dr. Squatch.
You get to talk about your favorite soaps. And
dude.
body wash.
So this is
You love Dr. Squatch.
dude, this is drsquatch.com. Enter the code DSC Nooners. DSC Nooners for 20% off of orders of 20 or more. So here's what happened with Dr. Squatch. I saw their ads on Facebook. They are
hilarious.
fucking hilarious. Like it's the only ad that I think I've stopped for in a long time. I remember Dollar Shave Club had a really good ad back in the day that was like a minute long where the guy was kind of walking through a warehouse or whatever. Usually you can't trick me with an ad where I'm just like, or whatever. Dude, they drop bangers of ads to the point where I'm like, who does their market? Like, who does that? Who does this marketing team? So I bought the soap just because I love the ads. And it turned out to be like one of the greatest smelling soaps of all time because I use a hard block. I like to use a hard block. You like to use the lotions, the squirts, if you will. And I like a hard block. You like the squirts.
I mean, calm down.
What?
I don't think we're gonna. You know what I mean? I don't think we're gonna delineate between those two things.
You ever have a
I
problem
like
with
to
soap
use-
scum, Ross?
What's it?
You ever have a problem with soap scum with the block?
No, we don't.
Yes, he does.
No,
yeah, he
no,
does.
No, dude, we don't. Dr. Squatch doesn't. This shit's like the fucking nicest soap of all time.
Dr. Squatch doesn't, but the one you were using before does.
Yeah, that's
So Dr. Squatch is all natural.
yes, it's
There's
all
no
natural
synthetic shit in there. There's no chemicals. It's not brutal on your skin, so you can actually use the bar. Whereas with other shit, there's so much shit in there, it's on your skin.
Yeah, and it's got like all these crazy scents, and they do like all these fun like scents all the time, and like it's just rad, dude. It's like the best, and it lasts longer. So no, Giorgio, I don't because of Dr. Squatch. But I hit these guys up, and I was like, dude, just come on the show. I love the product. If I love it, then it's easy to sell and be like, hey, dude, I just do this because I like it too. But I love it, man.
And it's right up my hippie alley because it's all natural stuff.
The ads and the scents are good for me, and their best selling scents are they've got bay rum, yeah, and it does smell like rum, cedar citrus, pine tar, like it's awesome, man. Right now, new customers can get 20% off of orders of $20 or more when they go to drsquatch.com and enter the code DSC Nooners. That's drsquatch.com. Code DSC Nooners for 20% off of orders of $20 or more. drsquatch.com. Code DSC Nooners for 20% off on orders $20 or more. How's that alarm going, Japes?
It's going great. It's going right into my brain, and I'm able to focus really well. But I do want to say about Dr. Squatch, too, like, this is how cool they are. We'd never get this on copy, but the first line is, that soap or body wash you're using, it's shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I love you already, right?
But that's what they're...
Because it is.
They
It's
swear
full
in their
of shit.
ads. They swear in their ads,
full
too.
of shit.
It's full of shit. Dr. Squatch is the best. So I hit this guy's up, and I was like, yo, I just want to work with somebody cool. And they were like, fuck yeah, dude. We love your show. I was like, all right,
Perfect.
let's do it, dude. DSC Nooners for 20% off at drsquatch.com. Proud of them. That alarm, by the way, has haunted my dreams forever.
Yep.
Whenever a fire alarm goes off in the house, I remember when we moved into our new house, and there was one alarm that was going off, and I couldn't find it, so I took out room by room. I just went, and it was the very last one. All 8 are removed, and at that point, like I have no idea how to put them back in, so I just didn't.
Yeah, you
and
just
I
got to rip
threw
them off.
That's it, and just throw them outside.
Like day one, you move in, you rip off all smoke detectors.
Yes.
Don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, because you're still on like these
Shit,
9.
dude.
Yeah, dude. You throw those out the window. You burn them.
Yeah, I
Make
don't.
sure they never
I have
come back to
kids,
life.
So, yeah.
It's if there's a fire going on, I mean, you would know it. You know, you'd smell it. It stinks. It gets in your clothing.
If I don't wake up, it's on me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Proud of you. Proud of you, Dan. Have you never not woken up? No. Okay.
He'd be dead.
No, I know. I understand that. But have you ever burned shit down? You ever been in a real fire?
I can't comment on that.
I have. I've been in a real fucking fire. I don't know who
Statute
started
of
it.
limitations have been
That's fine.
passed. Yeah.
I've been in a real fire. My entire apartment complex burned to the ground in college, and it was some of the craziest shit of all time. Full, like old school, like 5
Yep.
alarmer where...
That happened at Mizzou. The dorms they were building actually caught on fire and burnt down my sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had nothing to do with it.
I'll never forget, dude. My landlords in college were the Script Sacks, worst name of all time. And they had one of those tiny garden hoses trying to put out a... Is it 5 alarm or 4 alarm? What's the...
5 alarm.
5 alarm, okay.
I think it's the chili though, right?
Yeah, trying to put it out. And then we were trying to help people that were jumping out of their fucking shit. And this one woman had to jump out with she had to wrap a shower curtain around herself because she was in the shower. And obviously shit went wild. And she jumped out the window. My buddy caught her. I mean, it was fucking crazy, right? So I go over and check on the rest of the neighbors. I see the Script Sacks out there with a little tiny garden hose just spraying things down. And he looks at me and I go, hey, are you guys all right? And he goes, no, my parrot is in there. Can you go save the parrot? And I looked at him and I go,
No.
fuck no, I can't do that. Can't. Yeah.
If it was a dog, maybe.
Can't do that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like a golden retriever.
Yep. Yeah,
Maybe.
I've been in two separate fires, but each time it was like, all right, somebody will come and fucking knock on the door. So, yeah, with the fire alarms, rip them out. No need, you know? We don't have a fire alarm sponsor, Jesse. So who cares?
Yeah. So
rip 'em
there's
out.
actually more like a bigger story and issue that's happening than anything else that we've been talking about.
Ants.
And it's Demi Lovato's froyo controversy. Do you know about this?
I do. You want to
Very serious.
catch the audience
Okay.
up to speed on D-Lo, Demi Lovato.
Okay, so Demi Lovato is going after this small business. Not a good look right now, Demi. Just to let you know, almost as bad as the short hair look that you're going for right now. But it's called the Big Chill frozen yogurt. It's in LA.
Yeah.
Again, small business, not franchise or anything. And she has been going after them for a sign and basically all their diet products, which is like diet cookies or guilt-free ice cream, froyo, things like that.
Yeah.
And she went hard for them because her new platform is diet culture, right? So before it was like sobriety or whatever, and now it's diet culture.
Great.
She said, I don't need to feel guilty about eating anything, which,
Look, I
and she's triggered. So I actually sent Bob a video. Are we able to play this?
Yes, we are.
okay, great.
Okay, so
Although-
let's play this, and I want you guys to keep in mind that we're talking about frozen yogurt. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you guys can play this,
Yeah.
and we won't play the whole thing. I just really want to get the vibe
Pop
of
it
how
up.
serious this is.
It's up.
It's up.
Here, I'll put it on your screen.
Is there
too.
sound?
I think so. There should be.
There it is.
What's up, everybody? I am trying to set my phone up. Okay, so maybe this will work. Actually, I'll hold it. So I have kind of gotten in the middle of something
Yeah.
with this yogurt shop called The Big Chill in Century City. Now, I am very outspoken about the things that I believe in. I understand that sometimes my messaging can lose its like meaning when I
Right.
get emotional.
Right.
Right? I am human. I am somebody who is just very passionate about what I believe in, and
Oh my God, froyo. Okay,
I've
we
lived
could
through
stop it here,
enough
Froyo. Is that
to
what
know
she's passionate
when
about?
to speak up for
Very
people who
passionate
don't
about.
have a voice.
Okay, great.
She wants to speak out for people that don't have a voice.
For yogurt? Who doesn't
Yeah.
have a yogurt
For-
voice?
For froyo.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people are triggered by it and they don't have a voice and then they don't have a platform.
is somebody's if you're out there right now, let's just say in the message board on YouTube, can you tell me that you've felt silenced in your displeasure for yogurt, that somebody silenced you out there? Just let us know who you are, and we'll try to help you here. We'll talk you down off that ledge.
But look, like, I get
What
it,
the
Demi.
fuck is
Like,
going
I
on?
get it. It's basically like, you're triggered because you're fat, right? And you've tried so many things. Not fat, but thick, right?
She's thick.
I think she
She's
looks
thick.
great, and
I
she
think
keeps
she looks fine.
saying,
I think she looks fine.
Yeah, and she keeps saying, "I love my body," but we can say that all we want. It's not true, and we never will. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's not one person. The people that say, "I love my body the way it is,"
Or liars.
don't feel that, but they don't feel that way all the time.
No.
I promise you that.
No.
Like, we all walk around from it's ingrained, and I don't think going after a yogurt shop, small business, is going to help with that. Like, I don't know.
She
There's
says- yeah.
problematic stuff, and putting, diet options or healthier options out there is not a bad thing.
We are not
right?
diet vultures. Oh my god, dude.
Also, a lot of this wasn't even diet food. It was like food for people who just have different dietary preferences.
Exactly.
Like
Which is like
gluten-free.
gluten-free, yeah.
Dude,
Even
fuck
sugar-free, right? Like,
This
That's
sounds
the
like a
thing.
marketing company at this point. Like, if Frogan Yogurt needs voices, they hire an agency to promote them.
Sure.
I'm confused by all of this. It's in so many levels.
Deep state guerrilla marketing.
yeah, right?
this is
like
crazy.
Twisted Tea. Twisted Tea.
Fucking A, dude. What is going on? What is going on anymore?
I mean, I could go for some froyo.
I know what happens to people when they get sober. Okay, I've had some friends that are all fucked up and then they got sober. You immediately replace it with something else. Usually, it's some kind of crazy workouts, like you're on, you're mountain biking suddenly when you never did that before, or you're eating or something else in your life. You have to replace not doing drugs and alcohol with something else that's fucking extreme.
Well, I mean, they take up a lot of time.
Drugs and alcohol?
Yeah, let's be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually have a different take on this. So I think that she is using victimhood as her new thing, right? Her new thing that she's going to have. So I watched the WeWork documentary.
How was it?
It was really good, but it was crazy. Like, the story's fucking crazy. But there's a line in that documentary that stuck with me. They said it a couple times, which was, if you tell a 30-year-old male that he's Jesus, he's inclined to believe you, right? So there's these people, Chrissy Teigen, Britney Spears, her, where like there's so many people on their Instagram. There's so many people that quote unquote love them and think that they're amazing, that they believe it, right?
Sure.
If you tell someone that if that many people tell you that you're God, you're going to be like, shit, maybe I am, right?
Yeah.
If that many people tell you that you are a champion for us, you speak for us, they will.
Yeah.
And they'll believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think her being told she's a hero is way worse than people jumping into her comments and being like, "You fat fucking bitch."
Exactly right. That's
mentally,
exactly
it's
right.
so much worse for you to think you're a god.
So much worse.
Crazy. I mean, just
But that's how
absolutely
we
fucking
see
crazy.
these people go crazy, is like, there's so many people telling them, thank you, you saved my life, you're amazing, I got sober because of you, I did this because of you, you are. And it's like, it's a cult like thing. Like the cult leaders don't start out as cult leaders, right? They start out with some sort of idea and a movement, and enough people worship them and tell them. Even this WeWork guy, it started out as a tech company, it ended up as a fucking cult, because there was enough people telling him that he was he was amazing, he was a savior, he's going to change the world, that it just fucking happens. Whether you want it to or not, the human mind, like, it works like that. And especially if you're in isolation. Like right now, it's the worst. If you're alone at your house and that many millions of people are telling you that you need to speak out, you're our voice.
Yeah.
You're going to do it. Right?
Let's see. I love the Big Chill yogurt place here. Full of happy people. Everybody looks like they're having a fun, flirty time at the Big Chill. This is fucking crazy to me. But you're right. Yes, if enough people tell you you're fucking Jesus or you're the greatest thing on earth or whatever, like, dude, Demi Lovato's got, I think it's something like 100 million Instagram followers, right? How many does she have, Bob? I mean, it is a fucking 102. 102 million?
102.
102. That is 1/3 of the United States. Yeah, it is. It's 330 million people here. That is 1/3 of the United States follows Demi Lovato. Yes.
I think that's more, or it's really close to the amount of followers that Trump had on Twitter.
Yes. It's actually more. I
think it's more.
I think he had about 88 million. So
What's
she has 14 million more.
Total voting age of the population of the U.S.
It's about 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about 120 million.
Is she our new god?
Maybe. She cut her hair off like she's fucking Billie Jean.
That's very
And
cult-like
the legend
too,
of Billie
right?
Jean. Yeah.
You make yourself very neutral.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
and
she
then
said,
everyone can kind of wear that uniform. So you're going to start to see people cutting their hair like that. They're going to be wearing the Nike shoes, right? That's her Nike shoe.
Oh, it
right?
is? Good for her.
Wait, that's her own Nike?
Yeah, she's got her own Nike.
Oh, I need that.
Do you,
What?
Giorgio?
Are you hearing me? I'm sorry.
Where do I sign up for this cult? I think me and Dan are in. He's trying to get
Ross,
off Team
can you
Paul.
hear me or not?
I can hear you, yes. This is crazy.
Okay, cool. What did you think I said? That she had a Nike shoe?
No, did you hear Giorgio?
That what?
She had Nikes in that video.
Where?
She has her own Nikes.
No, she doesn't.
On her Instagram video. I think she does. Check it. Double check that. I think she's got her own shit. If she does, that's another level, dude. That's another level. And if not, Giorgio's super fucking high. But if she has her own Nikes, it's over. And yes, we should follow her.
Look, I just want to join the cult. I want to feel a part of something, and I need somewhere to belong, and I can cut and wear that hairstyle.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and if anybody's going to do it, it's you. Like, I understand that.
And I also will get behind the diet culture, right? Because I feel like Demi in that, like, I get real jealous when I see people that are in shape or skinny, and I don't want to fucking see them around.
No, they have inner demons that are way beyond what you think.
Yeah, jeez.
They're not happy with the way they look either.
Nope.
And this is coming from someone who works out 7 days a week.
But I'll try it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like people that say money can't, I had all the money in the world and I still wasn't happy. I go, let me try it.
Yeah,
Let me try it
I'll give that
on.
a go. I'll give that a
I might be
fucking
happy.
go. My God, man. Fabletics, Demi Lovato trainers, black.
She doesn't have Nikes. I was saying that's her. It's equivalent to the Nike shoe of Heaven's Gate, right?
Okay. Well, I thought those were like Reeboks.
That's
or
why I
something,
was
right?
like, can you hear me? No, they're Nikes.
Okay.
They're old school Nikes.
Huge news. There's someone weighing in on this Demi Lovato situation.
Who do we got?
We got Mr. Doug Ellen from Entourage. Yeah,
the creator of Entourage.
Yeah.
What does he say?
He says, "Love you guys and hate the haters. Keep making amazing products that are available to all."
So he's on the pro-yo side.
Dude, there's actually a lot of...
I love that
There's
yogurt.
a ton of celebrities commenting on this, on their posts. Patrick Schwarzenegger, all caps, "I will continue eating Big Chill till the day I go down."
Also, can we not
Till
call
the day I go
Patrick
down.
Schwarzenegger a celebrity? That's the one who got knocked up by the maid, right?
I don't know. Maybe?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
that's not.
No. He's
the
a
maid's son.
legitimate...
He's a real Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, he's not a bastard.
He's not the...
Yeah, that kid... that kid's was 16 when they...
I support the froyo. What are they doing? Making Instagram posts? I'll make a fucking Instagram post.
It's just people commenting on the shit that's already there.
Oh, it is. On Froyo's site itself?
On their Instagram,
What's their Instagram?
Just the Big Chill official, but big is with 2 G's.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you put that second G in.
Yeah,
Big
let's see,
Chill.
man. There's
And they already like in the text message back and forth or in the DMs back and forth with Demi, they were like, we already changed that cookie that you had a problem with. I mean, they are bowing down. Like she has some real fucking power and they're changing stuff because of what she's saying. So that's also a scary thing.
It is.
Right?
Dude, the people that came after me for that Chrissy Teigen tweet the other day, it was endless. It's still endless. Like I'm still getting tweets about it. I wrote her back. Chrissy Teigen finally blocked me on Twitter, so we're all done with that. She got back on Twitter after 22 days of I'm gonna get off Twitter, I'm gonna leave, and this is too much, and social media is too much, and it's all bad, and everything's crazy, and I'm leaving Twitter forever. And then she came back 22 days later and just said, "Turns out silencing yourself is not the funnest thing in the world, and I lost like 2,000 friends, lol, and I miss belly chuckles from people." What? Like, no one has 2,000 friends in real life. No one. No one has 2,000. You have 2,000 followers, but not friends. Like,
Yeah.
And then I just wrote, "Baby Jessica was in that fucking well longer than you were off Twitter. Jesus." And it exploded. And she wrote back something weird. "Why are you on my fucking thing?" or whatever. And I was just like, look, I think you just figured out, or I wrote her back. I was like, you deleted like 65,000 tweets. I think you'll delete this one next. And there was one that there was one that I had saved of her where she was describing a baby she saw on the street as a nasty little porn star baby that looks like they could do anything type of porn star as this baby, right? And so like, I understand why she deleted it later. She's got kids now and all that other shit. I just say you'll probably delete this too. And then she wrote something and I went to write her and then I got blocked, right? And then somebody was like, "Oh yeah, you got burned," or whatever. I was like, no, I think she just figured out she used to fuck my best friend and, things got weird. She probably looked me up afterwards, was like, "Oh, fuck. I used to fucking bone his best friend back in the day." I could drop some real stories about her if I ever really wanted to. But I'm not going to do that. And with the froyo thing, Yes, dude, you know how many fucking millions of followers you have. You know you have 102 million followers. To go after the ice cream shop like that, if they didn't do you wrong personally, if that was just on their menu, who gives a shit, right? Now, they coax your father into a fucking dealership at 68 years old and lie and say that they have a car that they don't, just so fucking 9 people can get paid behind the scenes. That's fucked up. But the froyo thing, they've been doing that I know that place. You can do. They've had that forever on the menu. What does it matter?
Yeah, I mean, well, because you're triggered. If you can't fucking eat healthy and you are a compulsive eater, you get fucking jealous and you get triggered.
Yeah. Well,
and I get that, but I don't think that's the voice of everyone. Like, it's just another step in the world of like, fat is healthy, and we don't say anything bad about people that are unhealthy or not eating right. Like, because of things like this, because you can't tell them that because they'll be triggered, right? You can't even be eating healthy yourself or have a small business that offers healthy options without pissing someone off that wants to eat guilt-free.
Yeah.
You want to eat everything guilt-free.
Yeah.
Believe me,
yes.
There are millions of Americans that want to do that with you. So why don't you hop on down the bunny trail to them?
I agree.
Quit trying to be like, it's this yogurt, this froyo's place. It's their fault that I can't fucking get in shape.
Yeah.
And it's not.
It's like walking by a box of Hot Pockets at the grocery store and then saying, fuck you, Hot Pockets. You shouldn't exist in this world. I feel guilty about it. No, dude, fuck you. I don't understand. And you're right. So go back to your point about everyone hates their body. Yes. There's like 2 people I know who don't, and they live in the gym. One of them's Dan, and then you had to have an MRI done yesterday, right? Because you're all fucked up from working out every day.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Lifting heavy.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you have, a cyst?
I got a Baker cyst in the back of my knee.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
From what? Squats?
Squats and
dude.
deadlifts, yeah.
Sexy.
So if you want to not hate your body, because Dan, I saw you shirtless on the Jack Sesh on Patreon. You're jacked, right?
Nah. We can do better.
Well, you can't now because you got a cyst and,
now we're gonna work
and
through
you're
it.
going to die.
Now we're going to work through it.
You're going to work through
Yeah,
it.
he's
Seated
going to work
curls,
it.
overhead
He's going to work
press.
it all the way up. He's going to work it all the way up to his brain.
Yes, as long as in his brain, then he's going to die, and that's fine. But yeah, dude, there's like 2 people that don't hate our bodies. Shit, I caught a fucking goddamn Instagram story myself where I had a fucking double chin yesterday, and I was like, who the fuck took that? Who the fuck took that?
Grow a beard.
It was Danny. You know what? That's what everybody does, right? They grow a beard, and that's a good one for dudes because it'll block everything. I'm the only one. It's like me and Ashton Kutcher who can't grow beards, or else I would. Fuck yeah, dude. I'd go full goddamn Skinnerd. You know?
How about a prosthetic?
You want to get one in? You put
I'm so
a
down.
fake beard on it
Yes.
in here today.
Yes.
To wrap up the show here, I tell you what, we're going to call AJ Gamble back. Is that okay, Japes? Mm-hmm. Great. Because we got some answers. We got some answers here, so we're gonna call him back and get the fucking answer here, and then who's our guest at 1:30? I was unaware.
Ryan Mickler, I think, a big podcast guy, military.
Oh yeah, fuck, dude. I know exactly who that is.
And
I
then
know. I just know the name of his show.
We also have another episode in the can.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Got a
got.
few things coming.
We're recording a lot of shit these days. Let's go. Let's get him on the old horn here. He said, "Ask for something else." He said the paperwork is insufficient here. You need to ask for something else.
Hello.
AJ.
What's happening?
Bum, bum, bam, 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 bam. All right. So Lloyd says I need to ask for something else. What was that paperwork not good enough?
Yeah, no, it was a start. So I got all the other stuff, the inside baseball coming. What we need to do is we need to get what's called a buyer's order. Basically, that's like the bullshit that no one ever looks at, where it shows you like the actual price of the car, the rebates, the taxes, any of the bullshit fees they're going to charge you, like a prep fee or like security fee, all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
That's
So
what you need to ask.
what's it called? So what's the exact phrase that I need to
Buyer's order.
Buyer's order. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. And in the meantime, you can see if that car actually came from that place.
Yeah. They're my buddy over at the Jeep store sending me that stuff now. I told him to stretch it out a little bit.
Popping boners, popping bottles. I appreciate it, AJ.
No problem.
Hey, man, I love you. I know I said that last time, but I mean it even more now, okay?
You know,
He
that
didn't
really
say it
makes
back
me-
to you.
My balls tingle. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but you didn't say I love you too. Is that hard for you?
I love you too.
There it is. It was hard for him. I could tell.
It was.
It was,
It's
yeah.
getting real
I could
hard
tell.
now.
You can always tell when it's hard for a dude to say I love you.
It is. You know, if we were in person, I think eye contact would be easier.
Really? Well, next time
Harder.
next time I
Harder.
see you, yeah, I'm just gonna say, hey, I love you, and I'll look you in the eyes. I'll look you in the eyes for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Staring contest.
All right. So a buyer's contract is what I'm emailing over to.
Buyer's order.
Buyer's order. Okay, buyer's order. All right, I'm on it. I'm on it. We're on the case, Jabes. We're on the case. Boom, bam, ew, 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 ew. Man, figuring this out online. This is awesome, dude. I love shit like this. We never get to do shit like this in real life. And I feel like this happens to everybody, and it's just like, hey, dude, let's give this a go. Let's give this a go. Let's find out what the answer is. That will be great. That'll be great, Jabes. You look great today. You look beautiful today. Is it nice there?
It is nice, yeah.
Okay. You gonna go out and enjoy yourself today?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you guys going? Where are you going today?
Where
Going to
am
the
I
park?
going?
Yeah, you going to the park? You going to the beach? What are you doing?
Probably skate park, yeah.
All right, cool. You gonna get on the board? Kickflip?
Yeah, man.
All right.
No, just fishtail.
Ah, yeah. Just fishtailing for a little bit, riding the wall.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's all I can
Is
do.
my BFF skating now?
Yeah.
Whoa, you guys didn't tell me.
Jack's,
I am mad excited.
Jack's wanted a skateboard for his birthday,
Yeah.
so we got him one.
He's
yeah.
going to be so cool now.
No. Well, he's already cool already.
I know, but even cooler.
I know.
Yeah. I think it's
So.
a good, in the same way of like doing karate. I think it's kind of just like finding your way, especially when you go to a skate park and there's so many dudes, like kids older than you that are good. And to be able to just like get out there and even try and not be good.
Yeah.
I think that's just as much of a confidence. And then when you do get good enough and one kid goes, hey man, want to skate? Right? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same sort of thing. It's building this like confidence, community, whatever,
Yeah.
and
then,
cool and being cool.
Just being cool, yeah, because that's what you do at the skate park. Hey man, it starts off with a hey man, you want to skate, and then it's hey man,
Yeah, you just
you want a cigarette?
you just act
Hey man,
cool.
you want some weed?
It's like,
hey man,
Mom, I got it from here. You can
want
go
some
home.
Coke? Yeah. Hey man,
Yeah,
you
it's
ever thought
definitely
about
a
trying to
gateway for
dude?
sure.
Yeah. Hey man, you ever thought about robbing a liquor store? Hey man, what do you think about a quick little B&E, just a little breaking and entering? We'll grab a fucking television and just go party with it, and then it turns into hey man. I got a real fucking problem here. We need to rob that liquor store. Hey, man, I'm in jail. You gotta fucking call me. I'm in fucking jail. Call me. Hey, man. I need you to put my money in my commissary. I need some fucking noodles. I need some fucking ramen. Hey, man. And it started at the skate park.
So, wait. So, did you know that in the Nooners and in the group they have like tallies and drinking games for when you say "Hey, man"?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I know
so you
all
just
the.
got somebody drunk, basically.
Correct. We know all the little riddles and rhymes. There was only one that I couldn't figure out over time, and I did, but it was not involving us, and it was somebody else we know.
I couldn't figure out the E for the longest time.
I couldn't either.
And I finally got it. I finally got it.
Couldn't
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
That may never come to fruition.
Don't know. But I know all the little games and tricks, and that's the fun of this audience, and that's the fun of doing these shows on YouTube, because we're like censored and shit on here. We only get like 500 people or whatever they'll allow us to have, and I gotta hit up from this publicist this morning about Chuck Liddell did a show with Dana White on our network last night, and she was like, hey, It has like 5,000 views. Is that like normal or good or whatever? I was like, no. We have fucking 80 million listeners on this network, audio wise. I was like, video wise, yeah, you get 5 to 10,000, and that's it. Trust me, I wish the numbers were big. I don't know what's going
That'll
on
go up,
behind
though.
the YouTube. Yeah, it'll go up, but it's right now, and the show aired last night. It was a fucking great show too, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
dude, even when we had like Matthew McConaughey on, it was like 25,000 views, and you're like, this is dumb, and you're a liar. Neil deGrasse Tyson had like 10,000. You're just like, this is stupid. What are you doing behind there? Like, what are they doing behind there? They probably hate our messaging and all that other shit, But whatever, man. Sorry, shit.
Not mine. They probably hate you.
Probably, yeah, probably, or Dan. I hate Dan, definitely.
Yeah, they hate Dan Register. It's all Dan Register's fault. Let's be honest, guys.
Go to
let's-
Dan Register and tell him that he can't work out through assist. Okay, it's on Instagram. Can't work out through assists, my man. I love you guys. This is fun. Appreciate you being here today. The cool thing is like, dude, with this many listeners, there's always going to be somebody in one of these jobs, and we get the real shit. You know?
I know, it's cool.
The real shit. So I'll get an answer for you, and we'll figure this out together. But in the meantime, Jesse, I want you to go enjoy your day. Love you. You look beautiful, and I'll call you later.
Okay.
All right. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson's Revolution. Good night, everyone. Or afternoon.
Good night.
Morning.
Good afternoon.